That is the elevator topside creeper in the packaging. And since I met these folks at the SEMA show about 7 years ago, we added their product to the website and we found that it sells really well. We move about probably one of those units every day or two. And what they do is allow you to work on a great big diesel truck engine like that one out there where you get up over the engine, hence why they call it a topside creeper. Now, I want to tell you, the reason it surprises me that these things sell as well as they do is because they're not cheap. The fold-away model, which is what I've got here in my shop today to check it out, costs about $1,700 delivered to your door as of April 2023. Now, I want to mention that if you're watching this video a couple years from now, say 2025, and the thing is $85,000 delivered, well, you got to factor in that this inflation has just continued. And since that thing sells as well as it does, I decided I would go ahead and bring one here to the shop and just shoot a quick little video showing you the unpackaging of it, how it's packaged, how it arrives to you, as well as show you the thing getting put together, and finally just do a little demonstration and show you the features of it. Okay, I raised it up on my lift table and got everything unboxed. I was pleasantly surprised to find that they had used these wooden blocks to keep the thing from bouncing around inside of the crate, and they had also wrapped it in bubble wrap very, very well, and as a result of that, it seems to have pretty much made it to me in mint condition. There's the tiniest amount of powder coating missing from that edge right there, so in terms of showing up in good shape, I give it a 9.9 out of 10. Now, before I unpackage it, I do want to tell you that that thing comes available in one of two different models, a standard and a fold-away model. I opted to spend the money on the fold-away model, which costs a good bit more money, but I did it because I've only got a 2,000 square foot shop and I need all the space I can get. When I opened it, the first thing that I'm looking for is some sort of assembly manual, and I guess there really is none because there's no manual, and really it appears the only thing I've got to assemble are bolting the 4 locking casters in place. Of course, they give you all of the hardware, and I know this is kind of silly, but they give you a little lock washer as well as a nylon lock nut. Not sure that you need that, but you got it. Going to save you a brief amount of trouble. Make sure that when you bolt your casters in place that you put the bolts in like this and not like this right here, because the caster will rotate and hit it. Well, I'll share something else I just learned. You want to put your locking casters on this end of the creeper. Do not put your non-locking casters on this end, because if you do and you put the locking casters on this end, they hit the frame. Fun fact, this unit is metric, and if you're thinking that's probably a 10 millimeter bolt, I wouldn't blame you, but try and put your 10 millimeter wrench on that bolt and you'll quickly discover it doesn't fit. So naturally, I went over to my toolbox and pulled out an 11 millimeter wrench, which I didn't even know existed, and was like, well, be damn. There she is, after I bolted the casters in place and, folded everything out and put all the pins in place that holds it into the upright position. And I gotta tell you, I'm finally starting to understand why this thing costs what it costs, because when I put my hands on this thing and kind of, get to use it in person and experience the difference, it starts to make sense why it's not cheap. They left absolutely nothing undone, and I'll show you what I mean. Like, for instance, right here, you've got this, feels like sandpaper, grip sticky tape that gets stuck onto the ladder so your feet don't slip as it goes up. They could have gotten, and done away with just putting this pin in here so that you adjusted all of the height adjustability right there and just stopped there, but they didn't. They went ahead and did a great big thumb screw there and another thumb screw right there so that you tighten those down real good, and it takes all the flop and all the slack out of it. Pretty cool idea. Looking at the ladder assembly right here, I really like that the part that you rest your legs on is this just super squishy foam. It's really comfortable to use. And one of the other things that I thought was really cool was that they decided to take this handle right here, which you'll see in just a moment how that's used, and you notice there's a place you can mount it to right there. There's also the same mounting location on the other side. So if you need to move that handle to get it out of the way, or maybe because you're left-handed or whatever, you can mount that thing on both sides. One of the cool things about this unit is that it's just extremely adjustable in height. So I can stand underneath this thing. I'm 5'9", and I'm going to say I probably got an additional, I don't know, 8 to 10 inches of additional clearance. It goes up that high. Okay, so I'm going to do a demonstration for you guys now. I don't have a jacked up full-wheel drive truck with me, so we're going to use my 67 Nova on my car lift and assume that's a jacked up truck. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up the ladder, and when I get to the top, I'm going to take my right arm, put it on that lever I showed you earlier, and kind of push it forward. That's going to bring my legs up behind me to where I'm in a flat position. Then I'm going to take my left hand and move a safety locking bar into place, locking everything. So at that point, I'm basically laying down above the vehicle. And when I'm ready to come down, I'm just going to kind of lean forward a little bit on that bar on the right to take the pressure off the safety locking bar, which I'll move to the left with my left hand. And at that point, I'm going to kind of slowly lower my legs down behind me and then just come down the ladder. Now I'm going to do a demonstration and show you taking it from the folded position to the unfolded position. And as you see me lean it down off of the wall from storage right here, you'll notice that I found it handy to use the ladder as kind of like a push-pull bar. Listen, as I get ready to unfold this thing behind me, I'm going to be honest about this. Normally, if I was going to do something like this on camera and I wanted to make it look easy, I would probably practice it 10 or 12 times so I could do it in 45 seconds without any hiccups and make it look easy. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to unfold it, which is going to be the second time I've ever done this on one of these, and you guys will see what it's like for a rookie. All right, how'd I do? I'm guessing probably a minute and a half on second attempt. Not too bad. Before I go, I just want to share with you this cool new accessory that Elevator just came out with. Slides into place like that, and it's a tool tray that slides out on both sides. Okay, folks, that has been the Elevator Topside Creeper. Link below in the description where you can find these on our website. Click subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff if you don't mind, and ask your questions down below in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. You guys have a great afternoon, and thanks for watching.